Welcome. My name is Marissa Davis. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, and I help people solve problems. So, what is hypnotherapy? Hypnotherapy is the use of a natural phenomenon called hypnosis that we use to help people solve problems. So when we are little, up to age 6 or 7, we are permanently in a state of hypnosis. So that happens because our brain is working in a frequency called theta. And in theta, you have about 4 to 6 thoughts per second. And it is at that time in our lives that we learn essential things like tie our shoelace, use knives and forks and utensils to eat, and walk, stand and walk. And as we grow, our brain grows as well, and then the frontal part of the brain develops, and we also start having more thoughts per second. So we think more things faster. We are capable of reasoning much better because we developed our brain. And this is good and obviously bad as well, because when we need to change what's in our subconscious mind, we tend to struggle because the ability to focus or to have less thoughts is less developed when we grow up. And my job is to take you on a journey to slow down that thinking pattern via relaxation so that we can go there and recondition everything that is in there. Obviously, you don't want to unlearn to tie your shoelace or to do many automatic things that you struggled to learn, like drive a car, brush your teeth. Would be terrible if you got up in the morning and had to learn to do all those things. But at that age, the things that people tell us, they become the set in stone values. Let's take the example of a father who takes a kid to the supermarket. He's tired, he's hungry, he's stressed out with his job. So he takes the kid just to leave the kid's mom alone so that she can finish preparing the meal while he purchases something in the supermarket. So the kid happily goes because they like to see colors and shapes and explore their world. Then at the checkout, obviously, the marketing people are there to put exactly what that child wants right at the eye level. And that child asks, Dad, can I have this? And Dad's super tired, wanting to get out of there as quick as he can. You say, no, not having it today. And the kid said, oh, Dad, but I really, really want it. And you know how kids are. The kid might even throw a tantrum. Then what does the dad do? Say, get it out. You haven't worked enough to deserve it. And who knows what that kid has done and what kids understands by not doing enough. So that kid could grow up based on that event alone, could grow up believing that they don't deserve it, that the kid doesn't deserve whatever it is that's available. And those are things that we just absorb and accumulate, and we end up using them as real truth, and they are not. They are rubbish that people programmed our brain with, and most of the time they had no intention to do that. It's just the way it happened. And hypnotherapy is here to help us release all that poor conditioning that we had, especially during childhood, but also at other times in our lives, and move on and be happy. Now, I am now specializing in weight loss, and I'm loving it. And you're going to see on my website quite a few of my photos from the time when I weighed 120 kgs to now. I have no idea how much I weigh, but because I haven't had a medical checkup yet. It's coming up, so I will know how much I weigh. But I dropped from size 22 to size 14. And I'm quite happy with my weight, with everything that is happening in my life at the moment. So previously to that, I did have a go at smoking cessation, at trauma, phobias, changing people's abundance mindset, and a variety of other things. And with weight loss, it was quite accidental because I had a mate, another hypnotherapist, who was graduating as a master of conversational hypnosis. And he posted an announcement on a Facebook group saying, I need someone to practice so that I can graduate. And I was quite big. And I thought, well, I have plenty to share, plenty to shed. Why not? I didn't take it seriously. I didn't think it was going to work because he was a trainee, and I couldn't care less if I lost weight or if I didn't. It was completely irrelevant. I considered myself attractive. I was called on the internet BBW, which just stands for a big, beautiful woman. I don't think that I was big and beautiful, but that's how they called me. And it made no difference if they said, been a big, ugly woman. I couldn't care less. I'm totally independent of people's values, especially of what people think about me. That's my personality. Anyway, I did go and had the session, and I was totally surprised because I just finished work. I usually work at night. I just finished the work. I came home and I had the session. And usually when I get home from work, I used to eat like 125 grams of cream cheese, which is a big slab, half of that, with about 20 to 30 crackers. They are small, but they are crackers, and I ate them and I felt tired and I went to sleep. And then at midday, I would wake up hungry again and I would go for whatever was in the fridge, usually preserved meat, like preserved chicken or salamis and cheese. These are the things that I ate the most. And I quite enjoyed them. It was delightful, and they filled my tummy up, and I could go back to sleep and sleep more, because normally I sleep 5 to 6 hours a day. That's enough for me. Less makes me tired, and if I sleep more, I also feel tired. So that day we had the session, and I didn't want to eat. I just looked at the cheese, and it was just a piece of cheese, and I felt like my stomach wasn't asking for it. It was full, possibly. So I went to sleep. I didn't wake up at 12 o'clock. I wasn't hungry. And it carried on. And it's today. I mean, I get home, go to sleep, and that's it. I'm not hungry. I don't wake up, during my sleep to eat. And I'm thinking, wow, this is wonderful. And as I did that, then I decided to learn more, because by that time I was certified on a number of things like phobias, quit smoking, which is they call now smoke cessation, smoking cessation certification, and all sorts, but not weight loss. So I went and did the advanced diploma of advanced clinical hypnotherapy. And guess what? I learned the virtual gastric band. I learned all the emotional release techniques that were available in that advanced course. And And also I learned about pain, wonderful techniques about pain. And then I started working with pain and I loved it, absolutely loved it, because hypnosis is really, really powerful to eliminate pain. It works all the time, every time. I never had a client who said, doesn't work, never, ever. And this seems to be the case also for hypnotherapy for weight loss. I'm loving it. I've had only a few clients, but every time it's great. It works. So as I do this, as I was finished that course, and people started noticing that I was losing weight, because the session was in August 2021, and by that time it was January, February. I had already lost a lot of weight, and people started noticing it, and they started asking me, "Why don't you help people lose weight? Because you've been through the mill, you know what it takes." So I started advertising. So it's been a couple of months, and I got a couple of happy clients. So I'm so happy with that. So, and this is what I do. Now, a lot of people feel concerned because it's something new. It is, hypnotherapy is science, but it is still not quite into the mainstream culture. So you can go and see a doctor for your surgery. That's mainstream culture. You can go and see a dietitian. That's mainstream culture. When it comes to hypnosis, not many people know what it is. And a lot of these people who need this kind of treatment, of support, of assistance to lose weight, have been through everything, because the weight loss industry is a $1 trillion industry. There are cats and dogs there. There are people who really, really, really care about helping their patients, their clients. And there are some people who are there just to collect their money and run, and they don't care if it worked or not. So when I joined the weight loss industry, I was very aware of this. And I definitely never, ever wanted to hear someone say that they came to see me and it didn't work. That's not a possibility for me, because even though as a hypnotherapist, I cannot guarantee 100% results, I guarantee 100% of my commitment until you achieve your goals. And I set up a business model in which I can follow up until you achieve your goals. So that's how I work. And I'm carrying on doing this, and I'm so happy, because that just makes me aware of what is causing people to gain weight. You see, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's all my fault because, I'm a bad girl or a bad boy, and I keep eating those things that I'm not supposed to eat." Yes, that's just right. A lot of people know that they're not supposed to eat fast food, because fast food is full of salt, full of sugar, full of fat. Do they have any vitamins, any nutrients? No. If they do, it's very little. But they have been literally brainwashed by marketing companies. Just recently, like a couple of months ago, McDonald's put out an advert, one in Canada and one targeting Asian people. I have no idea which country, but it was in English, and it's out there on the internet for you to see. So associating Big Mac with love. Now, how many people feel loved enough? Now, how many people never have a problem in a relationship with someone they love? So guess what? They go and eat it to make up for the love that they might consider being short. The other ad was about a grandma following her grandson. So you see grandma and grandson, when grandson was little, eating a bun. And grandson is growing up and becoming a tall man, a teenager and a tall man. And guess what? Grandma and grandson are happily eating the bun. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, this is rubbish, absolute rubbish. Because if grandma ate that many those many buns, grandma would be in hospital suffering from diabetes or cancer of the digestive system, which could be any cancer, stomach cancer, intestines cancer, or bowel cancer, or whatever cancer, pancreas cancer, liver cancer, because this is what these foods do to you when you eat a lot of it. So when people come to see me, I do raise the awareness for that. And I also help them detach and run away from brainwashing from these marketing campaigns, because what they sell to you is love, is belonging, is feeling good, is being a leader. But their buns don't do that. Their buns only cause illness. There are many other types of fast foods as well, not just buns. So this is what I do. And as I do it, what happens? People who lose weight, they are leaders like us, they lose weight, and other people notice that. And so other people notice that, they become more aware of what's happening, of what are the things that are influencing their weight. And they also stop. They break their bonds with fast food. They break their connections with fast food. So it is literally a movement to end fast food eating on the planet. And I'm absolutely loving it. And this is what drives my work every day. I get out of bed and this is what I want to do, because I know I'm making a huge contribution to the world by gathering these people and helping them understand what's going on and helping them make a choice that's much better for them without suffering, without having to give up everything all at once. Just let the subconscious mind be retrained, reconditioned, and then they are going to be able to go and make the best choice for themselves. If you want to know more, and you have a look at my website and see what's available there. And feel free to contact me. You can use either my email address, which is permanentweightloss@marisadavis.com, or you can find me via the links that I am sending with this video to you, wherever you are watching it, so that you can contact me via social media. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.